Hello there, my name is the Flying Rodent, and this is my Let's Play of Skyrim on Legendary difficulty. Once again, we have been spending considerable effort grinding our way through the crafting skills in an effort to try and get them to 100, and we are almost there. So we now have 2 out of the 3 skills at 100. We have Enchanting, which we got to 100 first and obtained extra effect, and then we also have now Alchemy at 100. Which is exciting. Here we go. We have Alchemy at 100, and we have the 7 perks associated with making the most powerful non-poison potions in Alchemy, which are these 5 perks here, this perk here, and this perk here. As potions you mix with beneficial effects have an additional 25% greater magnitude. Most of the potions you'll want to make in Alchemy to fortify other crafting skills are going to have beneficial effects. So that's why we take these perks here for Alchemy. So that all that is left now really is to max out Smithing. So first off, we're going to go with the optional method of maxing out Smithing for this guide, which means that we're going to take the Dwarven Smithing perk. Now, when I first created this guide, because I was basing myself off of 2012 knowledge, I suggested that you did not need to use Dwarven. You could basically max out Smithing purely by making iron daggers and leather braces, because that used to be the most beneficial method of doing so. Since then, the game has changed, and now making Dwarven bows is the most beneficial method of doing so. So if you want to do it quickly, I suggest taking Dwarven Smithing and doing it this way. In one of our previous videos, we visited Mzulft for the College of Winterhold quest, and we collected quite a large stack of Dwarven metal ingots, which we will use to manufacture the bows to max out Smithing skill. But another thing that we can do to help maximize Smithing skill is to get something called the Ethereal Crown. Now, the Ethereal Crown allows you to use 2 standing stones at the same time, and that means that you can use one of the Guardian Stones and the Lover's Stone at the same time. So then if you do that and then rest in an owned bed, then you gain a total of 45% bonus experience for a particular crafting skill. Ironically, that bonus does not help you very much with Alchemy. It does help you with Enchanting, but we decided not to use it for Enchanting, but you can also use it with Smithing. To be honest, we could probably get away with not using it for this character, but just to go through how to obtain the crown, what I might do in this video is actually a speed run of the Lost to the Ages quest, and what that means is that I'm not going to use Lydia. I'm going to... Lydia can stay here, back at home, and we'll just use our little Dramoras. And what we might actually do is we might buy a horse, because horses are great for running cross-country, and yeah. We've avoided using a horse up until now because we've relied on using a follower so much, just as a tank and a mule, and if you try and ride a horse and use a follower simultaneously, your follower gets lost all the time. Unfortunately, followers and horses don't mix, so it's kind of one or the other. If you decide to ditch your follower, then I would highly recommend getting a horse, because horses are very useful in that regard, but we have not decided to do that. Alright, so what we might do first is we're going to put some items that we could use for future crafting in here. I'm just going to put gems in here in case we want to make jewelry. Put the iron ore back, put the moonstone ore back, quicksilver ore back. What we might do as well is make our final crafted set. So to do that, we need to do a couple of things. So maybe we'll do that before we do Lost to the Ages. So to do that, we need to, first off, we need to go to Solstheim, and we need some clothing. So let's just ensure that we've got enough clothing to do that. It looks like we do, so that's encouraging. We are carrying, yeah, we got heaps of clothing. Alright, good. So we can probably do that. To make your 2 final crafted... I assume you'll now go back inside. Yeah, thanks. Good. So Lydia will hang out in Breeze home, chilling until we get back, which is fine. So we're going to make our final 2 crafted sets, and we need to go to Solstheim for that, so let's go to Solstheim first. Solstheim. I'm still waiting for a random dragon attack, by the way. It's been probably 2 in-game weeks or more since we've had a dragon attack, and it is very uncharacteristic. I'm pretty sure you can shoot these birds down and get feathers from them. Anyway, it's 8 in the morning. We might just wait another hour. And wait for the shops to open.
If you find yourself
and yeah. Alright, so we're trying to make a crafted item. So what do we need to do that? I'm just going to go and open the guide on another one of on my phone very quickly. Now I'm going to use my guide to figure out what to do. So now I'm looking at, we're trying to make our final 2 crafted item sets. So we are looking again at chapter 7.7, which is the procedure for crafting your final crafted item sets are. So 7.7 to 7.8, mid-game part 2, becoming a master crafter. There we go. Beautiful. Open right at the chapter we need. So step 1 is don your best current crafting set. So our best current crafting set is this set up here. When we finally get to it. I decided to only fortify alchemy with it rather than alchemy and smithing, because in this playthrough I'm not going to use smithing before I get to my final item set. You can choose to do that if you wish, but I'm not. So once you've done that, then you enable the Seeker of Shadows effect from the Black Book Salo region if you haven't got it active already. So if we check our magic effect, I believe we still have it active from last video, which we do. Awesome. Okay, then you're going to head to an alchemy lab and create 2 to 3 Fortify Enchanting potions. So let's go and do that now. So Fortify Enchanting, we spent quite a long time last episode revealing all of the ingredients of our enchanting effects, and as you can see, it's kind of paid off, because now we can kind of just scroll down to one of the menu items and then go from there. So we only need a couple, so we'll make a couple. Maybe we'll go snowberries and spriggan sap. There we go. Okay, that's enough. Probably only need 2. I'm not even going to bother renaming these items, because I'm literally going to make them and then I'm going to use them to make something else, so I'm not going to bother renaming these items at all. Then after making your potions, you need to enable the Seeker of Sorcery effect. So let's now do that. So we go to our books, read this little book again, bury our head in the tentacle monster book while we're semi-naked. That doesn't look strange to bystanders in any way, shape at all. And then we're back here. Back in Apocrypha. Once you've cleared a realm of Apocrypha, it stays cleared. But you still take damage from dark areas, but they never make the final part of Apocrypha realms as dark areas, because that would be kind of mean. So yeah, you don't have to worry about clearing the realm again. Once you've cleared it once, you can simply just get your power that you want and get out of here. So we're after sorcery, so let's activate that. Head out.
If you're dealing with me, there's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts or end up hurt.
Alright, what we might see is what ingredients you have at the moment. So this is an alchemy merchant, and I'm just wondering whether or not they have any ingredients that fortify enchanting, because we kind of don't have too many fortify enchanting ingredients at the moment. We sort of ran out, which is a little bit worrying. Hag Ravenclaw is fortify enchanting, so I'll buy that. I think that's it. You know what, let's just buy everything. Why not? We can. We can buy everything, so let's just buy everything anyway. It's not like we are short on money at this stage of the game now. And if we need more ingredients, we can just go via the travelling salesman route and then sell our, alchemy training exploits worth probably a combined value of close to 100 grand to the merchants, as you do. Alright, anyway, so that's that out of the way. Now we're going to go to an arcane enchanter. Now, if you have done the quest to obtain Severin Mana, so this over here is Severin Mana. Perhaps we will do the quest to obtain this actually after obtaining the late game item sets, just to show you guys what you need to do that, and also to advertise the power of the late game item sets. But for now we don't need it, because there's a public enchanter inside Morvain Manor, and we're just going to use that one instead. So you're going to get yourselves to an Arcane Enchanter. Here's the Arcane Enchanter. Now next you're going to put on the Azadal set. So the Azadal set fortifies enchanting by 10 points. I should have put some of these items back that I don't need to carry technically, but the lightest version of this set uses boots, gauntlets, helm, and ring of Arcana. So we'll put that on. Then next what you're going to do is you're going to save, then drink one of your Fortify Enchanting Potions, and then make 4 Fortify Alchemy items. So we'll quick save. We're not even going to bother renaming these items. I would recommend making 2 items at a time with crafted Fortify Enchanting Potions once I can find them. We have way too many potions. So they're 38% stronger at the moment. So we're going to drink one of these, and then we are going to make 2 Fortify Alchemy sets, then drink another potion, then make 2 more. So we need hat, ring, necklace, and gloves. So we'll start now. See if we can do braces first. I'm not even going to bother renaming them. Leather braces is fine. Fortify Alchemy, and then we go to our soul gem, and we're just going to make it. Not even going to bother renaming it because we're going to throw it out as soon as we make the final one anyway. That one we will have to rename, and our final set will probably also use Fortify Smithing as well. So I might have to make 3 Fortify Enchanting Potions in order to make that set. Comfortably. I'll see if I can get by with 2, but if I can't get by with 2, then I'll use 3. Alright, let's go. So, enchant item, yes. So that's braces. Then next we probably want a helmet or... Whoops. We want a helmet or we want ring and necklace. Let's just go with hat. Sure. Alright, there we go. And then to be safe, we'll drink another potion and then make a ring and a necklace. Fortify Enchanting. Cool. Ring. Fortify Alchemy. Maybe we can rename this one to have that at the beginning or something. And then we make that, because I've already got a silver ring on technically. And then finally we want a necklace. So Fortify Alchemy. And then we got our necklace. Silver necklace. There we go. And then craft. Beautiful. Alright, so now we should have a second set of Fortify Alchemy apparel, which we didn't bother to rename. So it's going to be a little bit hard to find it all. But with any luck, we can find it. So let's... There we go. So we've got a ring. We've got our necklace. We've got our leather braces. And we should also have a fine hat. There we go. So we're literally just going to use these items here to make our final crafted set and then throw them away. So that's why I haven't bothered to rename them. So now we're going to go back to the beginning of our procedure and do it all again. So we've donned our best crafting set and we're going to enable the Seeker of Shadows and then make some more Fortify Enchanting Potions, and they should be slightly stronger. So first off, let's read our little book.
Warning only once. Stay out of my way and we'll be just fine.
Alright, and then we're back here. We want Seeker of Shadows, so let's take that one. And head back out. Then we head on over to an alchemy lab. We're just gonna boot Mylor off, so sorry about that. I'm just gonna kick you out of the way. And then we're gonna make some Fortify Enchanting Potions. I will try this with 2. See how we go with 2. But I feel like I should make 3. Try it with 2. Alright, so these should be now slightly more powerful, in theory. So they are 39%. Good. Alright, so they are slightly more powerful. Alright, and now we read the Black Book again. I might just save here, actually. Do a proper save in the event that they aren't more powerful, and then I can come back to this save if I can't manage to make my final set with 2 potions. Well, I didn't mean to drink the potion. I was meant to change books. So let's reload the save. Alright, so yeah, we are reading a book, which is here and here. So now we're going to do some enchanting. So we're going to switch back to the Seeker of Sorcery. So here, we're going to go back to Solstheim.
You looking for trouble? Stay out of my way.
Then we're going to find an an enchanter, and we're going to don the Azadal set again.
Can I help you?
So yeah, again, you can only do this on Solstheim because you can only switch between the Seeker Black Book powers on Solstheim. So you will need to be on Solstheim to do this bit, but thankfully there are public crafting apparatus available if you don't happen to have Severin Mana. Alright, so then that's the Azadal set. Now we're going to quick save. So we've got a proper save when we have the potions, and now we're going to quick save. So what I might do, I'm going to try and preface all of my crafting stuff with AAA, and that should, in theory, place it at the very beginning of my inventory. So this is where we need to be a little bit careful though, because we're going to try and do it we're going to try and make everything in 2 potions. So that means that for one of these items, I have to try and make 3 items with 1 potion. So because I'm only making a Fortify Smithing chest item and a Fortify Alchemy hat item, I'm going to try and make a Fortify Smithing apron, a Fortify Smithing and Alchemy either gloves, ring or necklace, and then a Fortify Alchemy helmet. I might go Fortify Smithing and Alchemy gloves because I only have 1 clothing gloves item, and that should stand out. So we're going to go gloves, hat, and apron, and we're going to try and do that with 1 potion. So let's see if we can do that now. Alright, let's give it a go.
All we can do is make
So apron first, enchantment. This is taking a while to move. We want to go down to smithing, and we want to go to gem. We're going to have to rename it, so we're going to rename it A space, and then we're going to craft it. That doesn't hit. Okay, alright, I'm probably going to have to redo this already because I've wasted time. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo this because I've wasted time. So let's reload the save. This is something that I advertise that you practice at if you want to quickly name stuff. So let's see if we can do this smoothly. We want AAA enter. Alright, so let's try that again. And also, I'm assuming that when you people do it, you'll have a computer that is vastly more powerful than mine, and you won't have to deal with frame rate lag like I'm doing, because this is not helping things at all. Blacksmith apron, we want to go all the way down to smithing. Yep, and then we want to do Grand Soul Gem, rename item A space, then we go enter R craft, and the next thing we want is we want smithing and alchemy. Oh, come on, we want smithing and we want alchemy of something. Jesus Christ, gloves, and we're going to rename you to A space enter, and then we're going to craft you, and then we're finally going to end up with a hat. So we're going to go hat, enchantment, alchemy, gem, and then we go rename A space enter, and we've already run out of time. No, it's not enough time. Alright, so we're going to need 3 potions. Can't do it in time. Alright. Well, let's go back to the save and we'll make another potion and we'll just do 2 items at a time. So we can do 2 items, but 3 is a bit of a stretch.
I'll see what I can do.
Merkle doesn't lend quite one.
Alright, so we should have 2 Fortify Enchanting, so I'll make a 3rd.
Look somewhere else.
Sad. Alright. And then we will go to our book and we'll change to
Greetings. Alchemical supplies.
Yeah, it's just too slow on this computer, and the fact that the game doesn't pause when you try to rename stuff, so we'll have to play it safe. And try and do 2 items per potion. It's going to be interesting trying to make them the late game items, I think, later, with how slow it takes to rename things on this computer, but we'll make do. Hopefully we can do 2 at a time. Might just have to do a lot of saving. I wish the frame rate was better. Alright, now that we're here, we don our Azadal set. We have 3 Fortify Enchanting potions, and we're going to quick save again, and we're going to drink 1 potion and then make 2 items. So, drink, make item. We want to start with our apron, and then we're going to go down to smithing, and then we go to our gem, and then we click that, we rename AAA space enter, and then we're going to make it. Then we go back, we want smithing, and we want alchemy, and then we're going to go to this time to our clothing gloves. We're going to rename that to AAA space enter, and we still didn't make that in time, did we? Did we not manage to make those 2 items in time? No, we did, just on the cusp. So yeah, no, what am I missing? Something's wrong here. They shouldn't be 31%. They should be 34%. Something's wrong. What's wrong with this picture? We've got the wrong frickin' Seeker power, don't we? Yeah, we do. Let's do that again. Maybe we'll just do 2 A's, actually. We'll just go, or A space. A space is probably sufficient if we get rid of our first crafting set. So we'll just go A space, and then try it from there. So if we go books, Sallow. So we want Seeker of Sorcery, and then when we make our 2 items, we're going to go A space. Okay, sorcery. We go in. Troubleshooting issues that you didn't deal with when you were playing this on the Switch. Good times. Alright, so now we have Seeker of Sorcery and Azadal's Genius. Alright, let's see if we can make 2 items before the frickin' potion expires. So, drink potion, go to enchanting altar and make. It is not encouraging that it takes this long to make items on this thing, by the way. Anyway, we'll deal with it later. Then we go Fortify Smithing, we go to Soul Gem, rename A space enter, make another one, and we want smithing, and then we want alchemy, and then we go to our gloves, and we go rename A space enter. I reckon, did we get that one in time? Yeah, we did, just. Yeah, we can barely make 2 items with a very simple rename in 30 seconds currently. And I don't think I'm going to improve that time much because I'm mainly just dealing with the shitty lag on the computer. It's not like I can quickly navigate menus because there's such a time lag between me moving things. So, anyway, that's just what we have to deal with. Alright, so next up we need to make a helmet, a ring, and a necklace. So the helmet will be alchemy only, and the ring and the necklace will be alchemy and smithing. So we'll try and make, we'll save again, and we'll try and make the helmet and either, oh, I need to drink a potion, don't I? We'll try to make a hat and a ring. So potions, Fortify Enchanting, dive into it. So we've got item, we want to make a hat with Fortify Alchemy on it. And we're going to rename it to A Fine Hat. And then we're going to make it, and then we want a nice ring. So then we go to Oh, come on. Alchemy and smithing. And we're going to go over here to a gold ring, and then we're going to rename you to a gold ring and make you. Pew. Yeah. Cool. So the reason why I'm doing this is so they appear at the top of my inventory. As you can see, these are now right at the top of my inventory, and in fact, a space is about as high as you can get up in your inventory. We're going to get rid of this. This is our first crafting set, and then we're currently got our second crafting set hanging around somewhere in the inventory. We're going to basically sell those off because we're never going to use them again. So the final thing that we have to do is just create a necklace. And then these, so a fine hat, a gloves, a gold ring, and a blacksmith's apron, and then eventually we'll have a necklace of some description. They're going to be our final crafted items. I'm not going to bother saving for this one because I think we're going to get it in time. So item, we'll see, we'll go a gold necklace, why not? And this one will have alchemy and smithing, so Fortify Alchemy and Fortify Smithing, and this is just a space enter. In your game, if you wanted to call them names, I'm going to recommend then that you use one Fortify Enchanting Potion per item, so that you get the full 30 seconds to make your item and rename it. And maybe that's just what we're going to have to do when it comes to late game items. I'm skeptical as to whether or not we're going to have enough time to rename 2 items in 30 seconds with this current setup. But anyway, that's it's doable. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so that's our final crafted set. So this here is the final set that we're going to use to make items. So we've got 35% smithing apron, 35 alchemy hat, and then 35 alchemy smithing gloves, necklace, and ring. So this is the set that you will carry around to make stuff from now on. At least smithing and alchemy. If you wanted to make enchanting items, then you would keep the Azadel set. So yeah, we don't really, actually no, we do need to. So the final thing that we need to do is we now need to make a bunch of Fortify Enchanting and Fortify Smithing potions, so that we don't have to do that when we return to the mainland if we don't want. So let's switch to the Seeker of Shadows now. Back to Solstheim. And we're basically just going to craft a giant batch of Fortify Smithing and Fortify Enchanting potions. Fortify Smithing potions we probably don't need to make as many of, because you can smith a bunch of items with a set of Fortify Smithing potions. Or maybe make like 20. Let's go with 20. Why did they disappear? There we go, so 20 Fortify Smithing. What I'm more worried about is that we're not going to be able to make too many Fortify Enchanting potions, so we might have to come back here and make some more once we find some more ingredients back on the mainland. But we will stick with that for now. Alright. Okie dokie, so we are now up to basically the part where we're mastering smithing. But first, we want to get the Ethereal Crown, and we were planning on speedrunning that. So what I might do is I might sell off any items that I don't need to Mr. Mallory here and to the other merchants first. So what does that include? That includes our first crafted set, so that would be this, 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 and this. We'll keep all the Azadel items. We'll keep the Archmage's robe for now. Technically don't need that apron, but I'll keep that. Elven boots can go. Our second fine hat can go. Glass armor can go. Keep our Jedi set. Our leather braces can go, but we don't have no whatever. There you go. And then we'll head off to the next merchant and see if we can do something there. That being you.
Want to buy anything, or just laugh?
Actually, you know what? If I'm to craft an entire set of late game items, I need some stuff for that, and I should really start collecting items for that. So we need chitin plate, and we need a lot of moonstone. We need netch leather. We've probably got enough ebony. if you've got any kite and heavy armor, there we go. So we've got kite and heavy armor, kite and heavy boots, because one of the sets is a kite and heavy set. We can use that. And you don't really have anything else. So let's sell you, yeah, whatever else I was getting to. So we have, that might be it actually. Oh yeah, this silver ring, this hood, keep, we're using that silver ring, sell that necklace, and then I think that's kind of it for those things. Then we've just got our cool little potions. So I'll just sell you a couple of them too. Alright, that'll do. Let's go and see if we can speedrun Lost to the Ages. So for that, we need a horse. So first step is buy a horse.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain.
We can buy a horse from any set of stables, so let's start with Windhelm. You could also steal a horse, but if you steal horses and they try and run back to their owner, and it's not like money is really that much of an issue at this point in the game. So we'll see if we can buy a horse.
It's for sale if you got the coin.
Yep, there we go.
That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steed.
Legendary dude's horse. Alright, sweet. And now we have a horse. So, let's put our fighting gear back on. So we've got, that would be Archmage's robes. Jesus, our inventory is very messy. Mid-game gloves, mid-game boots, Savus Aaron's amulet, mage circlet, and our mid-game ring, which we accidentally forgot to not name. And we are carrying 281 pounds. So what we might do is we might swing by home and drop some stuff off before we get going.
This was as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
Alright, so we're going to put any crafting ingredients that we don't need in here, so that includes now chitin plate, netch leather, we had our chitin heavy armor and chitin heavy boots, which technically we're going to use for crafting, so I'm actually going to put them in here. And then I think that's about it. We might just store our Grand Soul Gems in here now, because we're not going to use them until we start making some real items, and we're going to need to get more of them as well, so we're probably going to have to do a few loops of the... We're going to have to do a few salesman loops collecting ingredients in order to make everything anyway, but we won't do that in this video, we'll do that in another one. This is just weapons. Sure, I'll put an ebony dagger in there. This is the apparel sack. This can include a lot of things now. We'll keep that set. The armor can go back, this ring can go back, so this is basically... One of them's stolen, isn't it? That's why it's not showing up. Unless I sold it. I really hope that I didn't sell my crafted... Did I? Because I don't have it anymore. And I'm not wearing it. It's fucking sold, isn't it? I accidentally sold it. Didn't I? Sold my freaking blacksmith apron because I'm not carrying it anymore. No. Where the hell did it go? Whatever. Oh, I love this game sometimes. I don't think I sold it. I don't remember putting it in a container. Maybe I chucked it in a container and I just don't remember it. Anyway, we're back here. We're buying a horse. We're going home. So just delete the last 5 minutes from your memory, eh?
I hope someday we'll get... It's for sale if you got the... That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle.
Okay, so we are equipping. Archmage's robes. Mage circlet, mid-game boots, mid-game gloves, Savas Aran's amulet, and the mid-game ring that we forgot to name. Good. Back we go.
This was a
Hasn't deleted our item from the face of the earth. No, that's encouraging. Good. Alright. I probably just put it in a container and I completely missed it. Unfortunately, the game does not always do what your mouse cursor is hovering over, so it could be that it decided to put the blacksmith apron in here when I didn't have the mouse cursor over the blacksmith apron. It's probably the most likely reason for that little hiccup. Anyway, we're back here, and we're going to put not that. We're going to put chitin heavy armor and chitin heavy boots in here. Good. All right, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to put an ebony dagger in here, and then we're going to put all of our apparel that we don't need in here. So we're going to keep that. That's our crafting set. We're going to put these things back. So this is our enchanting set. This is our smithing and alchemy set. That's spare, that's spare, that's spare. That we can't get rid of. That's spare. This is our Jedi set. We'll keep that. That can go in. That can go in. These can all go in. And that can go in. Okay. And then that leaves us, scrolls. What can I do with scrolls? They can go in another container that I can't think of right now. We got any containers over here? Here we go. This is a cupboard. Cupboard can have scrolls. There we go. Scrolls in the cupboard. Cool. And then ingredients can go with ingredients. So I'll put you guys back. Alright, over half an hour in, let's finally get to speedrunning Lost to the Ages. Okay, so Lost to the Ages, we are fighting Falmer, mainly, but we're not trying to fight them, we're trying to run past them. Because Falmer are blind, there is no point using invisibility against them. You can use invisibility against dwarven contraptions, but we can probably just run past those. So we're basically just going to run past everything and then get to the end where we need to get to the bits of Ethereum, and then we're going to get the hell out of there. We're not even going to bother looting anything. Maybe we'll loot Zephyr in Arcthams, in Arky. If anyone remembers, yeah. Anyway, we're going to try and loot maybe Zephyr from Arky, because there's no enemies in Arky. I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce that ruin properly. We're just going to call it Arky. So what is Arky? This down here is Arky, mate. Yeah. Going to Arky, because I'm not going to pronounce that name. But we have a horse, and this tells you how much I'm not used to having a horse. I just left it behind. So yeah, horses are useful if you like moving cross-country, which is what we're about to do. And the reach is very cross-country. So the main reason why we bought a horse is because I don't want to have to run along the roads during the reach. That's the main reason why we bought a horse, because that takes a long freaking time. So instead we're just going to use our little horsey friend here. And hopefully we can just run along the main road past everything to get to where we need to go. We'll find out. I'm not actually used to using a horse much. I do know that it has its own fatigue bar, stamina bar. Anyway, so how do you get to Arky? So you cross the bridge, and then you go down this southern fork in this road here, and then you basically just follow this south until you get to an orc stronghold, and yeah, it's waiting for the fatigue to regenerate. Oh, there you go. Of course, like the time that I buy a horse, the random encounter appears where a horse is found next to a dead body, and you can literally just steal that horse and use it from then on in. That's literally the free horse random encounter. Of course, we get that as soon as we buy a horse. This is a bear. I don't think we can really run past this bear, so let's kill the bear. wonder if our horsey's going to join in. Probably not. He's too far away. Or is he doing something else? No, he's just chilling. Alright, well they're dead. Next. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can just... Can you cast things on a horse? I'm pretty sure you could fire... They made it so you could use a bow on a horse. Or maybe you can't, actually. I'm pretty sure there was a... Maybe not. Maybe there is no way you can use weapons on a horse. I have a memory of being able to use weapons on a horse. But maybe you can't... Yeah, anyway. Whatever, I don't need to use weapons on a horse. So here's the Orc stronghold that I was referring to earlier. So now that we have found that, you go round the Orc stronghold and then head towards this ruin here. And there might be another bear or something on the road that we need to remove. But if not, then I'm not complaining. Oh, there's a guy with his dog. That's actually quite cute.
Stupid dog.
There's a hunter and his dog. Very cool. Alright. I should remember where I put my horse, because horses don't fast travel with you, I don't think. So let's put the horse somewhere nice. Alright, horse can live here. Alright, time to speed run this ruin. Yep, we're pretty much just going to run to the end and collect the thing, and then we're going to get out and dodge fire along the way, because Falmer can see you when you're invisible. Never done this before, so let's see how it goes. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Please, turn back before it's too late.
So yeah, Katria says, turn back because mean things happen, and then she meets you in here and then explains stuff.
Still doing here? Let me get. The name's Katria. Was an adventurer. Raided ruins like this for nigh on 20 years. I was on the trail of something big. It led me here, and I didn't make it. It's a long story.
Anyway, she wrote the Ethereum Wars book that we picked up a few videos back. And she was searching for the Ethereum that was to be found in the Forge, and she was led here, and then she tried to make her way to, yeah, you can do that too. And she tried to make her way here, and she says she'll help you out, but hopefully she doesn't get stuck when I try to speedrun this ruin. Let's find out whether or not she gets stuck. But yeah, so basically what we need to do is we sort of need to make our way around this ruin all the way to the top, because this is kind of a bit of a, it's just like a spiral ruin. So yeah, we're not actually going to find anything, and I don't know whether or not you can do that, so let's find out. I should have retrieved the journal, whatevs. So if we go past you and up here and down, we'll retrieve the journal at the end. And then there's like a lock thing that is activated if you hit it, so or rather if you shoot it, so let's shoot it. And I still don't know what Katria is doing. I hope that she's not stuck fighting spiders, but we'll find out. So here's the Falmer. Whee! Let's see if we can just run past the Falmer. Doody 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 doo. Doody doody doo. Doody doody doo. Do, 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 do. That hurt a lot, so let's heal up. Yeah, Falmer hurt. Run past more Falmer. Yeah, again, you can't really use invisibility because Falmer are blind and they see through invisibility, so you can't just run through here while invisible. Just gotta run through here and heal myself when I get hurt. So you run round, 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 round. Round, 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 round. Past this. Oh. And up here, and through here, and then there's more chorus, and I think we do need to get past you, and hopefully. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Then we go around here. And I think we're technically at the top of the ruin now. But we do have this like collection of shit following us, so maybe we can't actually And now I'm lost. Great. So maybe if I can sprint far enough ahead and then go stealthy-like, then no one will detect me. But I do think yeah. So this is the final part of the run. So now if I do this, and in theory, unless Katri is stuck fighting them, this is something else that could happen. There we go. So now if I go down here, will Katria just like randomly port in?
Hold up.
There we go. Yeah, that works.
We need to
Sweet.
talk. You know what? See, that resonated. Get it wrong, and well, you've seen what happened when I tried it.
Anyway, so yeah, there's this lock thing that you're basically required to shoot these things in a certain order, and if you bother to retrieve the journal, which I didn't, you'll see that Katria found out you need to do this one, and then the person who died here found out you need to do this one, and this one is 2 and 3. So basically the order is this is 1 once it hits 1, then no. Jesus. 2.
That's it.
Then 3,
Keep going.
4, and 5.
Almost.
Hooray! And then you open the lock. And if you don't do it in that order, then you can, some things happen, like some enemies might spawn like this Doobie Whacker, or there's some other stuff that happens. But anyway, that's this. Yeah, why not? So yeah, that's and then there's some metal here. If you haven't bothered to collect the metal from Resolved, you can find a little bit of metal by doing this quest, but I don't think you can find enough to max out smithing. I think you can maybe find about 180 ingots or something from all the parts of the Lost to the Ages quest. Anyway, so that's part 1 that we decided to speedrun because we're trying to do this a little bit fast. Zephyr is to be found back near the big chasm, which we're going to use to get the hell out of here. But hopefully we don't run into all of the Falmer and Chorus that we sort of lured in this direction along the way. So let's find out. See if we can get Zephyr, because Zephyr is an interesting item. So Zephyr in theory was Katria's bow, and yeah, and she lost it. She fell off. So Zephyr can be found at the end of this little log over here. There we go. I'm going to fall off, aren't I? Alright. Whee! Splush. Oh. That didn't work. Am I going to have to do all that again? Yeah, I am. Fuck. Should have saved before I did that. Oh, man. Anyway, we know what to do now. Alright, we're at 48:52. Let's see if we can... How long does it take to get in here and get out? I'm not even going to bother talking to you this time. I'm just going to run straight down here and I'm going to collect your journal. Like so. So we can look at that later. Yeah, thanks. Can I skip this conversation? Yeah, I can. Good. Bye. Alright, anyway, she'll turn up and tell me what I need to know at the end, and that's all I care about. So we're going to run a lot past this lot, and we're going to run up here. We're going to run up here, and this frame rate lag is shocking. And then we're going to go down here. We need to open a lock, which means we need a bow, so then we're going to go through here once it decides to open, which is taking its sweet time on doing. Put the bow away, and we're going to get our healing stuff out, and we're going to keep running. Run past all the Falmer and hopefully not die to arrows. Gonna heal up so that I can keep running. Do a bit of a zigzag motion so that they have trouble shooting me. Heal up again. Alright, keep going. Take the time that we need to turn around to heal FT again. Start sprinting. Head up here. This bit's fun because we've got a lot of stuff in the way, so we're going to get around you, and then we're going to go around here, and then up here, and then the battle music stuffed up. I'm getting multiple instances of battle music, because why not? And then we're going to go in here, and then around here. And actually, funnily enough, it looks like the enemies from the first time that I've come through here are still here in the same positions. I think that's kind of what's happened, which is a bit weird. But anyway, that seems to be what's happened. So if I can get to here and then sneak, then I can maybe get them to piss off. How cool's the discordant music in the background? Alright. Jump down here, jump down here, jump down here, jump down here, get to here. And then here comes Katria. There we go, and then she will tell me what I need to know about this silly lock thing. There we go. Alright. Let's solve the lock. 1... 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go in here and we get the Ethereum, and then we're going to grab Zephyr, and then we're going to fall into a slightly deeper part of the water and not die from a fall, because you can fall in that bit of the water and not die from the fall. That is a thing that you can do. Speak with... Yeah, alright, because I've got to speak with you. I'll speak with you. No, I've got to get through this conversation, it looks like.
Look, I saw a drawing of this once. You ever heard? Suppose the items...
Anyway, so you found one piece of Ethereum, and then she's like, you can use my map to find the other pieces of Ethereum. So where are the other pieces of Ethereum? So if you look at Katria's journal, which we bothered to pick up this time, you'll see that there's this map here. So we're at number 1, which is in Arki, and then number 2 is a location that is not Betharzel, but it's somewhere near it, and it turns out to be Deep Folk Crossing, which is what we're going to use the horse to get to. Number 3 is a Dwarven Ruin, which has some more Ethereum in it, which we're also going to speedrun. Number 4 is Mazolft, but it's that little room next to Mazolft that we mentioned back in our Mazolft video. And then number 5 is the Ethereum Forge, which we will actually recruit Lydia to help clear, because we actually need to kill enemies in that final room. So yeah, now we just need to get the hell out of here. So hopefully that Night Prawler and that Chorus Fletchling are not close. Because if they are, it's going to make it a little bit tricky to get Zephyr, but we'll find out. We'll find out what happened to them in a sec. Not my luck, they are. Oh yeah, there they are, over there. Hey guys. So if you run down to the end of here, you get Zephyr, and then you can, in theory, jump down here into the water. So let's save, and then find the right place in the water to jump. There we go. Not that that's, you know, realistic physics at all, but it worked. Then you can run up here, and then you can run up here. My frame rate is bad, and then we're going to sneak, because I can't confidently run up this thing and deal with the frame rate. And then we're going to run up here and not get stuck and fall off, and then we're going to head out. Alright, so yeah, about 6 minutes to do this ruin. I'm sure if you practice this several hundred times as your typical speedrunner does, then you could do it a lot better. Alright, so next thing we need to do is we need to collect the Ethereum metal from Deepwater Crossing, Mazolft, and I think it's Rabelthur. So we are going to go and collect the first two, and we'll do Rabelthur last, because that one's a little bit involved. So the first one we're going to go to is Mazolft. We've already found Mazolft, so we can do that really quickly. We just fast travel all the way over to here. And we need to go in there, so we just walk on over to here, get off our little horsey, then head inside. And yeah, there's quite a lot of Dwarven metal in here, and you can either open this expert lock or you can open two apprentice locks in that direction. We're just going to open the expert lock and do it quickly, hopefully. Oop, that looks like it. Let's try. Oh my god, this mouse here. Perfect. Cool. Yoink. Alright, that's two of them. Let's find two more. Thanks, Katria. Bye.
We're halfway there. I'll keep looking. See you soon.
Yeah, of course, in your game, I do not endorse speedrunning this quest, but we're just trying to get this done quickly at this point. So here is the horse, and then we're gonna need to find Deep Folk Crossing, which is around about, I don't know if it'll, no, it's not kind enough to show up on the map. It's around about here. So the way that we're going to get there is we're going to run cross-country on our horse. What we will do on the way there is we will discover the Lover's Stone, because we're going to use that once we have the Ethereal Crown. So we'll do that too. The Lover's Stone is basically pretty much straight ahead from there. It's like that peak. So there it is. So we're going to discover that first, and hopefully our horse doesn't die from falls. Don't know what that is, and I don't care. Yeah, so the main reason you have a horse in Skyrim is not so much because you can run quickly in a straight line, it's so that you can run uphill. We don't want our... That was good timing. We hope that our horse doesn't die here. Go horsey. Cool. Alright, and this here is the Lover's Stone. Cool. There you are. Alright. Moving on. So yeah, that's a dragon mound. If you have done parts of the main quest, there's a dragon that pops out of the ground here. That is the statue of Periite, which is usually a bit of a pain to get to without a horse because it's kind of in a bit of an awkward spot. So we might go and discover that, hopefully without dying. Mountain climbing. That's a wisp that we don't die. Good. Let's not piss off the wisp, shall we? Here we go. This is the bit where we've got to be careful not to die. Okay. Start edge our way down the hill. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and then we run up here. And that's a freaking tiger. So to escape the tiger, we're just going to park ourselves on this here little mountain. And then we're going to fight the tiger, hopefully before it kills the Period NPC. No, that's not the right one. Far out. Jesus Christ. There we go, goodbye. Alright, that's the statue of Period, so if we want to do the Period quest, we can at some stage. Period quest is Spellbreaker, which is a nice quest to do if you want Spellbreaker. Actually, one of my late game item sets includes Spellbreaker, so we might do that at some stage, but for the moment, that's the location of the Period quest, is that cool little ruin over there, but we don't want to go to that cool little ruin, we want to go past it. To that location there on the map. And that's another freaking tiger. So let's run past the tiger. Guess we don't want to fight any more tigers because they're annoying. Yeah. So yeah, horses are good all-terrain vehicles. But as you can imagine, if you did this whilst you had Lydia, she'd be lost, very lost. Anyway, so let's head on over here to Deep Folk Crossing. I don't think we got followed by anything that's going to chase us. No, it doesn't look like it. Cool. Alright, so let me head over here. And we grab the third piece of Ethereum, which is behind this bit here. Yoink. And Catry will rock up and say the bleeding obvious.
Beat me to it. That's what, your third? Alright, only one left to go.
One more to go, yep. Alright, so the one more to go is about... it's around about here. So what we're going to have to do is, what we might do is we might go to Sheer Point and then we'll ride down the mountain and across to get to it. And we might even, with any luck, fight another dragon and get some more dragon bones because we need more of them. But maybe not. Last time we came here there was a blood dragon that didn't drop a soul, which was a bit mean, and now there's no dragon. Yeah, there we go. The dragon hasn't come back yet. Well, not complaining. So we want not that ruin, we want this ruin. So we want the one that's east. So it's actually more like here. Alright, so that's the one that we're aiming for. It is quite a steep slope, so we'll see if we can get down without dying. So what we can do, actually, is now that we've discovered it on the map, we can just, like, conveniently fast travel down the bottom, and then we're at the bottom. But when we do that, we're going to be attacked by bandits almost straight away. So, this is going to be interesting. Actually, can you enter the ruin from up here? I wonder. I don't think you can. So there's like a chest with some stuff, but I don't think you can technically enter the ruin from up here, because I think this is technically the end of the ruin. You end up here, because you can't get in. No, you need to activate that door from the inside. In theory, if we could, like no-clip our way through the door and then activate that lift, we could literally just go straight to the end. But we won't do that. That's not what we want to do. So let's just quickly fast travel down the bottom before I lose my horsey. Thanks. Oh, your horse doesn't come with you. Of course it fucking doesn't. Alright. That was not thought through. No, he does. Okay, there's Horsey. Good. Alright, Horsey survived. Thank you, Horsey. Alright, okay, so now we are going to speedrun this room. Which means we're going to run our way past some bandits. Thanks, bandits. Bye. Hopefully those bandits don't kill my Horsey. Okay, so yeah, at the start of this ruin there's some bandits, which we're just going to conveniently ignore. Right.
What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do?
I'm going to run past you, that's what I'm going to do.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Whee! Ow. Oh my god. Well, this is fun, isn't it? You know what we might do now? Let's use this one. I choose you. Okay, alright, we kind of need to plan that through a little bit better. Let's do that one again. By the way, blind speedrun of this ruin, just saying. If we had invisibility, this would be a lot easier, actually, because you can use invisibility against bandits. But here we are, blind speedrun of this ruin. Get out of the way. Alright, so this door opens outwards and pins you against the wall, which is not fun to deal with. So let's do that instead. Then I think... Ooh, wow, gone the wrong way. Then I think this one opens inwards, which is nice. Yeah, then I think we have this one also opens inwards, which is nice. Then we can wool past this lot, then we can heal ourselves. And then we get to here and this stupid trap appears on the ground, so we wait for you to piss off, and then we save before I run into it. Cool. Okay. Thanks. Just, get out of the way. And then we move up here. That's a dwarven sphere. That thing is going to move very quickly and hurt. Okay, we might have to rethink that enemy. I should have learned invisibility before I did this ruin. Wow, that hurt. What the fuck was that about? Fuck me. Alright, Dwarven Sphere. Let's try you again. Get me out of here! Jesus Christ. Alright. More of these traps. This would be quite a fun little section, actually, if you decided to dedicate time to it. Speed running this quest. What do you have to do? And then, more Falmer. Falmer you can't do anything about with invisibility, so we're just going to run around and zigzag a bit. That's not encouraging. You missed me. Sorry. And then you got to run over here to activate the switch to pull the bridge down. So just going to run past you, mate. Sorry. Then we're going to press this button. And then we're going to hopefully not get boxed in. Ah, crap. Nah, we're probably dead. Alright, you know what? We need to get out of here. Let's try this. Good. Thanks. Jesus, that's... Oh my god! Get me out of here. Let's save. We've made it this far. Then we keep going. Alright, and then we go in here, and then we're almost at the end, I think. That's a trap that shoots you, so let's avoid that one. Probably have to come across more spheres soon. I'm not looking forward to them, because they run very fast and kill you in one hit, and there's next to nothing you can do about it. We got this stupid puzzle, and it's literally, you know how to solve this puzzle? You mash all the buttons until the door opens, and then just heal off all the damage. That's how you do that one. You press that button to open the next door. Or not. And this bit has enemies, so what we might have to do is actually kill these enemies. So let's kill the enemies, shall we? Because I think we need to sort of, we need space to clear all these things out to get across the bridge. So at the very least we'll summon the Dremora as a distraction. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. There's one under the water, so we'll get rid of the one under the water, which is here. And then there's the one over the bridge, but I probably, you know what, we should just cut the speedrun short here and actually deal with all the shit that we've decided to fight at the same time. So yeah, hardcore speedrun, cut slightly short because we're actually going to go out of the way to kill these dickheads. Oh my god! Fuck off. Jesus. Alright, that's the Skulker that decided to be a pansy. So let's get rid of you. Thanks. And then we're left with these guys. Alright. That's my Dremora. So yeah, Falmer hurt Dremora quite a bit. Falmer hurt. Oh god, that's not what we wanted. Just gonna disappear out of the water. Alright. Oh my god. Cool. Oh my god, mate. Thank you. Alright, so why did we actually decide to fight them? Well, it's because at the other end of this bridge you got this thing. Which you kind of need to kill in order to open the door. So, because we don't really want to have to fight too many enemies while we fight this thing, we fought all the enemies that we could first. Beauty. Alright, thanks. Alright, now that your fat ass is out of the way, we can move on into here. Cool. We go in here, and then there's maybe a couple of other annoying things to fight. They're annoying, so we can get our Dremora to do that, and then we come in here. There we go, there's some freaking spiders. Jesus. Oh, and we've got one of them too. Anyway, they can deal with that while I run over here and loot the final piece of Ethereum. Yoink! Yeah, I think when I finally put this video up, we're going to put speedrun in inverted commas, because it's technically not a hardcore speedrun, and we kind of stuffed up and died a few times, but we got to the end.
I have to say, that's the last one, isn't it? It's
Alright, yay, now we need to go to the forge. Alright, let's go to the forge. Alright, and then we're up here. So then we can use that to head out, and then we're back up on this part. So, you know, when we first came here, we ran up here and had a look at these chests and stuff. But we're not doing that. So now we're going to fast travel down the bottom to where our little horse is. And then we're going to jump on our horse, who's hopefully not dead, thanks. And then we are going to fast travel to Iverstead, and then do the final... Actually, no, we're going to fast travel back to Whiterun, get Lydia, and then we're going to go to Iverstead, and we're going to do the final part of this quest. Alright, so Lydia should be chilling upstairs. Hey Lydia.
What do you need? I am your sword and lead the way.
Alright, let's go. And then once she gets up, she'll don all her stuff, which is not showing up. So you kind of need to
I'm right behind you. I am
to do this. So you take it all off her and then give it back. So she had a dwarven helmet, a glass war axe, and an amulet of shock suppression. There we go. Cool. Alright, thanks Lydia. Let's roll. I could technically just make her a kick-ass set of equipment at the moment, because now I have my final crafting set. But once again, we're going to wait until smithing's max before we do that, and we have one more thing to do before we get to that stage. So we're going to fast travel to Iverstead. Alright, so let's move out. So now we want to find the final forge, which is basically down here. I'm not going to even bother with the map marker because I basically know where it is. So it's in this direction. And we're not going to use our horsey because we want Lydia to run along with us this time. And our horsey will stay in Iverstead until we fast travel somewhere else, and then our horsey will come with us in theory. So yeah, if you're running along a straight road, you don't actually save that much time using a horse compared to not using a horse, where a horse comes in handy is if you're trying to, you know, run over cliffs, because horses can scale much steeper terrain than you can, for whatever reason. So yes, they are the four-wheel drive of Skyrim. That's the point of getting a horse. They're not necessarily faster in a straight line, but they're faster along rugged terrain. And we are almost here, and there'll be some bandits and a troll down there, or a spider rather. So let's... Jesus Christ. Sounds like a bear, and I don't know what. Thanks. Panic button, go. Become ethereal, nice shout. Alright. This frame rate. I know I bitch about it a lot, but seriously, if anybody has ever played a shooter game at a stupidly low frame rate, they will hopefully empathise with my plight of not being able to aim at anything, because you just, like, fine motor control goes completely out the door. Alright, and then that's the end of the bandits, hopefully. Cool. Alright, and then we chuck the Ethereum shards in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save, because what happens next can be funny if anyone gets stuck. Because this thing shoots up in the air, and if you have like Lydia on top of it, then she just catapults off into the stratosphere, which can be funny but not very useful. Alright, and we're in. Okay. This is the Ethereum Forge. So what we're going to do is we're going to proper save, because this also can bug out. I've done this before where it is bugged out, where you'll have an enemy that gets stuck in a wall, and then because the scripted enemies are required to die in order to spawn more scripted enemies, which all need to be removed in order to gain access to the Forge, then you're kind of stuffed. So hopefully we don't have any enemies that get stuck in walls. This has moved from a very open-ended walkthrough to like a, you know, a hectic speedrun where we skip a bunch of stuff quite quickly, hasn't it? Anyway, for this video we're going for the speedrun vibe, because we just want to get this quest over and done with. We technically don't need this quest for what we need to do for this playthrough anyway, but I figured, hey, just to add a bit of spice to this Let's Play, we'll do a bit of a speedrun of one of the quests, because we can. Alright. And we go in here, and then there's a lot of steam. So yeah, this steam will damage you and heal the dwarven contraptions that you have to fight before you gain access to the forge. So you do this, and then you run down here. And then some baddies will appear. Alright, so yeah, I did this once on the Switch, and the spider that was in there got stuck and wouldn't come out, and then the whole quest was buggered, and it took me about an hour to figure out that that was the problem, and then I just had to reload a save from ages ago and start from scratch. But hopefully that doesn't happen with something else this time. I don't think it will, because the only enemies that can technically get stuck like that are the spiders, and the majority of them have spawned. So while all this lot's going on, we're actually going to try and run up here, because the steam will turn back on soon. So damn, we'll run down here first then, just to lure all the enemies down here. Oh my god, mate, what is your obsession? Alright, so now the steam's back on, so we run along here and shut the steam off. So now that the steam's off, we're gonna summon Beavis and Butthead again, and then summon our little bow, and then we're going to start plonking away. Hopefully Katra and I can 2v1 this sphere alright. Sweet. Yeah, these little guys have crossbows, which can hurt if they decide to shoot you. That's a master. I don't trust that at all. Dodged the bullet. Dodged it again. Yeah, pretty... Ow, they did that. Jesus Christ. Alright. For the first time in forever, we're going to drink some healing potions. Here we go. That'll do, and then we're going to mash become ethereal, and then we're going to get to safety. That was fun. Resummon you guys again in case you're low on health, and hopefully this master doesn't come running after me. Doesn't look like they are. And it's dead. Thanks guys. Moving on. How's Lydia going? I think Lydia was a bit hurt, so let's heal you. Alright, and then we got one more guy to go, and it's this big boy. And we're going to run up here so that when steam turns on, we can turn it off. So yeah, hey man. And the steam's back on, of course it is. Goodbye. Bonk. Alright. And that's it. Kill.
I almost can't believe it. We did it. We actually did it. There's only one thing left to do. We have to prove this actually works. That this is the real Ethereal Forge. By forging something, of course. Go ahead. After everything you've done, you should do the honors. There isn't any Ethereum here, is there? Damn it. Wait. Yes. Yes, there is. The shards we collected. They're pure Ethereum, remember? It's not much, but it'll do. With them and the materials in this room, we should have everything we need. I don't know. I honestly don't know. After all these years, it's a miracle even this much survived. Make it count. This may be the only chance we ever get to use the forge.
Alright, so yeah, I'll let her talk there because I kind of have cut her off every other time. So yeah, we're now going to smith the Ethereal Crown. So that chest has all the ingredients you need to theoretically smith one of the 3 different Ethereum items, because you have this Ethereum that you've collected, and you can use it to smith only one of the 3 that you choose from. There's a crown, there's a shield, and there's a staff. The staff summons a dwarven sphere, which is meh. The shield, you can bash enemies and make them ethereal. So in theory, if you were to make a tank character, the ethereal shield could be quite interesting because you could like temporarily disable annoying opponents in the middle of a fight, and then they wouldn't be able to hurt you. You wouldn't be able to hurt them, but you could use it as a bit of a pseudo crowd control shield. We're not interested in either of those things. We're after the crown, so let's make the crown. Boink. Alright, the end. So yeah, we now have the Ethereal Crown, we have Enchanting at 100, we have Alchemy at 100, thanks staircase, and then yeah, we have all the materials we need to max smithing out, so we might go and do that, because we've actually got enough stuff to do it really quickly. So we are going to max smithing out in a ludicrously short amount of time now that we've spent quite a lot of time gathering other materials. So we'll get out of here and we'll do that straight away. So yeah, our smithing at the moment is about 39. If you did this from 30, to do the following thing that I'm about to do, you would need about 70 dwarven bows. We're gonna do it. We'll make maybe 65 dwarven bows and see if that's enough. Actually, no. We might as well just make 70. We'll make 70 dwarven bows just to be safe. So, what you need to do first is we need to go to Solstheim. So let's head there now. How is my weight? Carry weight's fine. Let's head to Solstheim.
Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to move
Alright, and then the reason why we're coming here is so that we can switch to the Seeker of Might, which means we need to read this beauty again.
Wish you would stop doing that.
Alright, and then we're back here, and we want the Seeker of Might because we want to improve smithing by 10%. So we're going to read that, and we're going to go back to Solstheim. And then we're going to go back to the mainland. And actually what we might do, I do need to get going. So I might just save it here and leave maxing smithing for the next video, because we can also make use of the time in the next video to gather the materials that we need to make the late game item sets, which is something we haven't done yet. So maybe what we'll do is we'll save the game here, and then next time we'll max out smithing in a very short amount of time, and we will gather all the materials that we need to make our stuff. So we'll leave it there. Alright, thank you very much guys, and I hope you all have a great day.